Hey, so today I'm going to talk to you about 10 small daily habits that if you do every single day will keep you feeling much younger than you currently are, whether you're in your 40s, your 50s, or even your 60s. So let's get into today's video and find out what these 10 small habits are. Now, what if you could feel younger next month than you do currently today? And this is without spending a fortune, living in a gym, or buying any magic potions. I'm talking about real simple habits that you can use every single day to keep your mind firing and your body as sharp as it was decades ago. Would you be interested? You see, people think getting older means getting slower, becoming more stiffer, and just generally less fit than you were when you were younger, and a lot more forgetful. And I want to tell you today that that's a lie. I've found that with a few small intentional changes, you can reverse a lot of what we think as aging. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you 10 daily habits that have kept me climbing mountains, writing books, and laughing until my ribs literally hurt, even after 50. These are simple, free, and the best thing is, you can start today. Now, after surviving two of the biggest disasters in Everest climbing history, writing 2 books and speaking to people all over the world about the highs and lows of life, I've learned something really important. Your age is not your limit. So right now, I'm coming to you from the beautiful Madeira in the Costa Blanca area of southern Spain. I'm staying here in my friend's villa. How the other half live. It's absolutely stunning. It's around 28 degrees Celsius, 82 degrees Fahrenheit for my American chums across the pond. And it's perfect weather conditions to be sat outside, having a nice cold drink, and quite literally forgetting that emails even exist. So life after 50 can be the most creative, energetic, and adventurous chapter of your life that you've ever lived. But only if you give your body and mind the right inputs. Today, I'm going to break down 10 small habits that will keep you feeling younger at any age. And by the end of this video, I guarantee you that at least 3 of them will surprise you. Before I give you this list, let me share this with you. In my early 40s, I was beginning to feel climbs were taking me longer to recover from. My joints started to feel a little bit creakier and my focus was beginning to slip. Now that I'm in my 50s, I've got much more energy than I did a decade ago. Go figure. I've summited mountains, trekked for days without any aches, and I've had the mental focus to write books and prepare speeches on tight deadlines. And no, it isn't because I've got lucky genes, a bit like Sydney Sweeney. It's because I've been stacking these tiny daily habits that keep me moving, thinking, and laughing like somebody years younger. And trust me, if I can do it, so can you. So without further ado, let's get into this list of these 10 daily habits to transform your life and make you feel like you're 20-odd-year-old again. Number 1, get morning sunlight. I can't emphasize this enough. Now, you've probably heard of the circadian rhythm, your body's internal clock. Now, what most people don't realize is that the strangest way to set it is not by when you go to bed, but by when you first get natural light in your eyes, i.e. the morning. So for me, it's as soon as I've put the kettle on. I grab my mug, step outside, and let the sunlight hit my face. You know, even if it's cloudy, which it isn't here, it's absolutely beautiful. I've done this in the Himalayas in minus 10 degrees Celsius. And I've also done it on those grey English mornings where the sun looks like it's hit the snooze button. And do you know what? It still works. And yes, sometimes the neighbours do think I've lost it. Standing there topless in flip-flops, breathing deeply with my eyes closed. But that's fine. My energy is much better. I sleep deeper and my mood stays steady. Try it. Number 2 is daily mobility flow. What do I mean by that? Think of this as joint hygiene. You brush your teeth every single day to prevent decay. Mobility is kind of like brushing your joints, I guess. When I was recovering from Everest expeditions, I noticed that stiffness wasn't just from injury, it was from joint neglect. Now I spend about 5 minutes every morning doing shoulder rolls, cat-cow stretches, and gentle hip rotations. When I skip these daily mobility sessions, I do feel a bit older if I'm honest, but when I do them, I feel 20 years younger. Do you know what the bonus is of this? You can do this while your kettle boils or while your PC's doing that massive update. My number 3 is cold water. And I'm not even talking about having a cold shower or throwing yourself in the freezing cold North Sea. Just a cold water splash on your face every single morning is just so invigorating, rejuvenating, and gets you going. And this is my secret espresso for that nervous system of yours. 20 seconds of cold water on a morning triggers the mammalian dive reflex, which lowers your heart rate and wakens your brain. I started this years ago when I couldn't face cold showers, which incidentally I now do. 2 minutes every morning if you want to know. But when I couldn't face those cold showers, this was a great introduction into the life of cold water. So I knew I could at least splash my face. Then this turned into a tiny ritual that signals to my body, we're on. This is the start of the day. One time in Nepal, the only water we had in the morning was glacier fed down from Everest. I splashed it on my face and genuinely forgot my name for about 5 seconds. But wow, did I feel awake. Number 4, stand up every 30 to 40 minutes. Now I learned this the hard way writing my 2 books. I'd sit writing for 3 hours straight, hit save, stand up and feel like an 85-year-old. But now I set a simple timer, and when it goes off after 30 minutes, 40 minutes, I'll stand up, stretch, maybe walk over to the window, get some fresh air. You know, it's not a workout. It's just telling your body that you're still alive. Just keep moving. NASA researchers have shown that standing up regularly improves circulation and can even help regulate blood sugar. And let's face it, no one's putting great at sitting on their gravestone. Number 5 is learn one tiny new thing daily. Now this habit is why I can still remember the capital of Mongolia at 2 a.m. for no apparent reason. It's Ulaanbaatar, by the way, just in case you were wondering. Now learning something small, a new word, a new recipe, a new skill. It's not about the fact itself. It's telling your brain, we're still growing. Keep building new connections. Now, I once learned how to tie a fishing knot from a YouTube short in 60 seconds. A month later, I was in Scotland on a fishing trip with a group of friends. Somebody handed me a fishing line. Guess who looked like a pro? Number 6 is something that I practice every single day. 20 minutes, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever you can commit to this, you should do it. And that is mindful breathing. Now, when you've hung from a rope over a crevasse, you learn how important calm breathing really is. But you don't need to be on a mountain to feel its benefits. Every day I sit and close my eyes, breathe in for 4 seconds, out for 6 seconds. It lowers cortisol, slows my thoughts and resets my whole system. Now, one time before a big talk, I was actually doing this backstage. I was practicing my mindful breathing. Now, one of the event organizers peeked in and asked me, "Are you okay? Are you praying?" And I said, "No, I'm just making sure I can get through my own introduction without forgetting my own name." See, breathing calms me. It puts me in a really transient, reflective place where I truly feel like I can remember everything I'm setting out to do and achieve. And number 7 on my list of small 10 daily habits that you should start putting into your life is to hydrate every day, which when you think about it is pretty obvious. The body needs hydration. Now, most of us wake up dehydrated and what do? We go straight for a coffee, which dehydrates us even further. I keep a bottle of water on my bedside table and I drink it before my feet have even hit the floor. It's like giving your cells a good morning handshake. Now, I've done this on mountain expeditions, in hotel rooms, and the difference in morning energy is massive. And yes, some days I still spill the water and then have to spend the first 10 minutes cleaning the bed sheets, but it's worth it. Number 8 is, I would say, add one colourful plant food to your diet. And when I say colourful, I'm talking about nature's colours. Reds, oranges, greens, deep purples. These are full of antioxidants which fight inflammation and keep you and your body young at the cellular level. During a climb in South America once, I became obsessed with purple corn. But in England, it's beetroot, blueberries, peppers, whatever I can find really. You don't have to overhaul your diet. Just add one new colour each day. It's a bit like adding brush strokes to a painting. The more colour that picture has, the more vibrant it becomes. Number 9 on this list of the 10 small daily habits that will keep you young at any age is you must laugh. On purpose. Now I learned this one from a Sherpa in Nepal who could quite literally make a joke out of anything. Even a ridiculously bad, frightening snowstorm. He said to me, laughter is oxygen for the soul. And we all know that, and it's so true. When I'm having a crap day, I don't wait to find a laugh. I go and seek it out. Now on my phone, I've got a folder of, quite frankly, ridiculous 30-second long skits, comedy videos, funny photos. Whatever I've found when I'm on the internet, I save and download into this folder. Do you know, even a stupid, silly 30-second video can instantly make me laugh out loud and flip my mood on its head. And yes, science backs this. Laughter lowers stress hormones, boosts immunity and relaxes your muscles for up to 45 minutes. And the best part, it's free. And finally, my number 10 is about gratitude. Now, I always like to write a gratitude note before I go to bed. At the end of each and every day, I always write down in my notes app on my phone one good thing that's happened that day. It might be I've cracked 100 views on my latest YouTube video. It might be I got a nice comment. It might be somebody smiled at me in the coffee shop. Whatever it is, whatever you notice on that day, write it down and be grateful for that experience. Sometimes it can be a huge thing. You could have finished writing a book, finally, after a year. Or you might have finished reading a book chapter. Whatever it is to you that you feel good about, write it down, make a gratitude note. And why do that? Basically because your brain likes to replay whatever you give it before sleep. Feed it gratitude, it will start scanning for more the moment you wake up the next day. I started this in the Himalayas once in a bad storm in my tent at night during a blizzard, where good things right there and then on that particular expedition were hard to spot. That night, my note simply said, I'm warm, I'm alive, and that was enough. So there you have it, my 10 daily habits to improve your life and make you feel younger. From morning sunlight, mobility, cold water splash, stand often, learn something new, breathe mindfully, hydrate early, add colourful food, laugh, and end with gratitude. You don't need expensive gym memberships. No ice baths at 5 in the morning in a steel tub. Unless you want to, that is. And if you do want to join a gym, I heartily recommend it. And it doesn't have to be expensive. $21.99 a month for a gym that's open 24 hours. Just small daily actions that over time will keep your body and your mind feeling decades younger. So imagine yourself in 10 years' time, hiking, playing with your grandkids, traveling, or even starting a new passion project. For me, that's YouTube. For you, it could be whatever you want it to be. But you will feel lighter, stronger, and sharper than you do right now. That's the compound interest of these habits. So pick just one habit from this list and start it tomorrow morning. Then tell me in the comments which one you chose and why. Let's build a young at any age community right here on YouTube. Remember, youth isn't lost, it's practiced. So which habit are you starting today? Comment below and I'll be there for you, cheering you on. Thanks for watching. And if you want more ways to stay strong in body and mind after 40, 50 or even 60, watch this video next. It's packed with simple tricks that will fit right into your life. Until next time, keep climbing your own Everest one step at a time and keep wondering, and I'll see you on my next video.